about to go and have a relax.
And it led off to him coming in, giving me a massage, and led off to me, and it led off more than just the massage.
She said, I wanted to have sex before I go to work. I said, you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be tired. But she's like,
but did I have sex with you?
No.
Did I have sex with you?
No, you didn't.
You're not a man. You're not a man.
Mr. Butler, you argue you've been told on multiple occasions by the plaintiff herself that you are not her child's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
You state that Ms. Moore has fabricated paternity claims in an effort to win you back.
The plaintiff, Ms. Moore's claim is even more outrageous. Take a listen to this.
One time was because he was harassing me, him and his so-called quote-unquote wife.
So you admit, Ms. Moore, you told him you're not the child's father?
One time.
What happened? How did that conversation happen?
It's happened because she told me I'm not the dad. She told me I'm not the father.
Mrs. Butler is squirming in her chair, just waiting for her chance to speak. And Judge Lauren takes notice of this.
Which
she always
most
got
wives
something to say.
do, huh?
She always got something to say.
Come on in here. Ms. Harrison, it is. Your husband says he was told by Ms. Moore he was not the father of the child.
Your Honor, on numerous times.
One time.
Numerous times.
One time.
That's a lie.
When Ms. Moore claims the couple harassed her, the two women start to get into an altercation.
Harassment.
Really harassment?
Harassment.
I ain't never harassed you.
You and your so-called husband.
Whatever.
That part.
Your Honor, I was getting my hair done.
That part.
I was getting my hair done at one particular time when she was on the phone. He had her on speaker, and she told him, you're not the dad. You don't have to do nothing for this baby.
Harassment. You're right.
You heard it yourself.
Right.
I heard it myself. Not only that, these texts right here, Your Honor.
Mr. Butler can't help but laugh at his own situation. But Mrs. Butler provides Judge Lake with evidence against Ms. Moore.
This evidence that's been presented says, from Ms. Carter, my husband do a good job keeping me and his baby
exactly, because he stepped up. He stepped up, and my daughter is going to call him dad. He stepped up. Quincy's not around. Quincy never been around.
Mrs. Butler tries to cover for her husband by bringing up a few dates, and yet another fight breaks out.
Because how can you tell somebody they pregnant in December, but you have the baby in July?
Excuse me, correction. I was 7.5 weeks, December 11th.
Okay, but you would not have had your baby. You would not have had your baby.
But did I have sex with you?
No.
Did I have sex with you?
No, you didn't.
You're not a man. You're not a man. You're not a man. I
had sex with him,
and you
but I've been messing with him for almost 2 years.
Period, point blank. Do you believe it? You married it. You tell me.
Later, when Mrs. Butler tries to turn things around on Ms. Moore, she shuts her out by saying this.
Because if you told him in December that you were pregnant, your baby would have been born in September, because my daughter is September 22nd.
And so
she needs to learn her math. Go back to school.
And
that's
so
what you need to do. Go back to school.
This is when Ms. Moore reveals a shocking truth.
When I got pregnant, I had left. Quincy was doing so much cheating. I found his last 2 babies and my baby and his last baby is 2 weeks apart. I found that out. I found that out on his cell phone, and I found it out because he had his last girlfriend's EBT card. The baby looked just like Quincy. Now, if she can't do the math, that's her problem. She needs to sit down.
Mr. Butler is surely on the spot and has no way around other than accepting responsibility for his actions. And then this happens.
Oh, I'm his baby mother, and I have to talk to him, not you. I didn't make no baby with you.
It don't matter.
And
he's married to me. And the money comes from me.
Okay,
so at the end of the day,
for child support then, since he on SSI, can I get you for child support then?
Whatever you want to do, baby,
exactly.
go for
and
it.
I'm finna do it.
Okay,
and I'm finna do it.
Well, Mr. Butler is laughing and cringing at his own mistakes while his wife covers for him.
Good day, everyone.
Good day. Good day, Your Honor.
Ms. Connolly, 2 years ago, the court helped you prove to your father, Mr. Harrison, that you were his biological daughter.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say your relationship has improved, and he is actually here supporting you in today's case.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's wonderful.
The defendant is Mr. Haskell, who is denying paternity to Ms. Connolly's child.
I was going to my favorite pizza joints. I don't have to really do too much talking when I come in. I just give a head nod and, you know, everybody knows me, so they normally just go ahead and make my order. So this particular day, I see Miss Connolly, and she's new. I don't even know her. I come in, I say, can I get my usual? She looks and says, who are you? I'm like, well, I'm one of the most famous singers in DC. Like, you must not be from DC if you don't know me.
You can already see the laughs from the audience, but Ms. Conley clears her side as well.
I sung a song that I had wrote, and he was like, oh, okay, you can sing too. So we
All this before the order was placed?
Before the order was placed.
Yeah.
Okay.
We exchanged numbers. I had no intentions on calling him. When I got home, I threw his number in a bag, and I called him a month later when I got bored and wanted someone to talk to.
Your Honor, that's a lie. She called me a week later, indicating that she was locked out from her home.
It's a lie.
Stating that she needed a shower to go to work. I said, listen, ask my mom.
Mr. Haskell, despite his fame, claims that he stays with his mother. And when Judge Lauren asked Ms. Conley what happened, this is what she had to say.
Hey,
Wait, Mr. Haskell. You famous,
Yeah.
but you live with your mama.
Yeah, I was standing with my mother at that particular moment.
Okay,
On the
Ms.
front.
Connolly, you did call him and say, can I take a shower at your house?
No, I never said that.
So what were you doing over there, just visiting?
It was closer to the pizza place, so I said, can I come over?
When Judge Lauren asks about their sexual involvement, the answer given by Mr. Haskell is hilarious.
No.
Yes, we did have sex, Your Honor. She said, I wanted to have sex before I go to work. I said, you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be tired. But she's like, I'm considered the manager. I don't have to really do too much work.
That's not true.
I gave myself to her,
That's
Your Honor.
not true. The day that we had sex was the day that I called him when I was at home and I was bored. I didn't have to go to work.
Okay, bottom line, at some point you all became intimate.
The judge is confused as to whether she should laugh at this or not.
She had keys to my house and I didn't
No.
even know it. I
Can I
come
see?
home one day, Your Honor, I got my female friend with me. I'm thinking I'm about to go and have a relaxed
Your
time in
Honor,
my
I
room.
got keys.
She's laying in my bed. My
Can I
mom
see?
not home. I'm asking, how did you get in?
Can I speak?
I have keys. Your mother gave me keys. How did you get keys if you don't know?
Your Honor,
Let her respond.
Please
Ms.
let-
Connolly, how did you get keys to the house and you were laying in his bed when he came home?
Your Honor, we were in a committed relationship for 2 months. Under my assumption.
Ms. Moore is sure that her claim is true and sticks by it. And then this happens.
Okay, thank you. Feeling like the weight of the world on my shoulder. Can't sleep, can't eat till it's over. Been through the same lies and scheme in my past though. Why wouldn't I think she's trying to get over? Is it cause the buzz I got in these streets? Civilized good head on my shoulder. Does she want to bag a brother like me, huh?
This case sure has gotten the audience as well as Judge Lauren. And now, time for the results.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Haskell, you are her father.
What I tell you? What I tell you? I knew.
Did you write a song for that?
Looks like Mr. Butler is going to be a father from now on.
Ms. Austin, this is your third time here in our courtroom with Mr. Wallace and Ms. Roberts. Previously, you were here because Mr. Wallace questioned the paternity of your other child, but now you find yourself in the same situation. Today, you say you need to prove to Mr. Wallace that he is the father of your 9-month-old son, Ronell.
This is unlike any other case we've seen.
Mr. Wallace, you back with Ms. Roberts,
Yes, ma'am.
but you still going back and forth between the two women because she's pregnant now and the baby could potentially be yours?
Yes.
She then explains the situation after their last time at the court.
Since the last time we was here, everything started out okay, but we all know that wasn't gonna last long. Ronell Wallace was still bouncing back from me and Kendrelyn. I had enrolled in school, but I never did go because I had got pregnant once again with Ronell.
Judge Lauren is unimpressed by Ms. Austin's lack of seriousness and asked her to stop being so jolly. And then it was Mr. Butler's turn to explain.
If you've been having babies with both of these women back and forth all this time?
Because she's very promiscuous. When we was together, I had installed, it was like spyware on her phone. It's what they would duplicate her text messages and call log and send a copy to my email. And again, for about the 5th, 6th time, I called her texting different men.
Ms. Austin and Ms. Roberts, Butler's other girl, then get into an altercation.
I'm gonna keep on just because I know that you with her. She's
so,
loud.
I don't have nothing to do with that.
Yes,
if you
do.
can sleep with somebody else,
Yes,
man,
you
then
do.
you got low self-esteem.
Ladies, you guys want to hear the case?
Let's get some order. Let's get some order.
Ooh, what a mess.
Ms. Nesbitt, you are suing to prove to Mr. Henderson that he is the father of your 7-month-old daughter, Zion.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say that when the results prove you right, you expect Mr. Henderson to step up.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Nesbitt was very sure that her claim was right.
You know that's your child. You've been knowing from the beginning. You signed the birth certificate. You even snuck down the stairs and signed it without my permission. You know the baby yours.
Yes, I did because
He did what, Ms. Nesbitt?
I went downstairs to go get my birth certificate and his name was on there. I told him not to put his name on there because I had doubts from the beginning, but he snuck anyways and signed his name on there.
Oh.
So why does Mr. Henderson doubt that the baby is his?
Because she kept coming to me like, this not your baby, LaDon. Like one time
After Zion was born?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I came in the house one night drunk. I don't know if she was mad at me or not. She probably could have said it out of spite because I came in late. But I come in, she get the argument, oh, she's not yours. That's why she's not your baby. She could be Mr. Brown's baby.
Did you say that?
Yes, Your Honor. I did it out of angry. I was really angry when I said it.
She said it several times, Your Honor. Several times.
How did this all happen?
He had sex with his cousin, and I felt very vulnerable about it. And, you know.
Yes, I did, but that was before her. She already knew about that.
Okay.
Yes, let me tell you how.
Proceed.
You know, I received the inbox telling me she said that she had sex with my little black car and they had a baby. And I felt very astounded about it, so, you know,
It all started after an argument that boiled up between the two. And apparently, the neighbor saw this, and he helped out.
Mr. Brown seen, so he came to my door, he comforted me, and it led off to him coming in, giving me a massage, and led off to me, and it led off more than just the massage.
One night?
Yes, one night, and 2 weeks later, I ended up pregnant, and I told Mr. Henderson.
It was now time to call Mr. Brown.
It was just one night only, but we used to always text and stuff like that. I used to hit her up with different females' names because he used to be around, so I'd be like, this Nancy, and she'd text back like LOL, you know what I'm saying? She knew it's me, you know what I'm saying?
So you all were texting each other even after you all...
Yeah, we stayed in contact. We never
But you only had sex the one time?
Just that one night on her birthday when her and him
And the
got into it.
protection broke?
I don't remember protection broke. I was buzzing a little bit, but I don't remember no protection broke.
What you hear next is just ridiculous.
Baby Zion is born, and who steps up to the plate for her?
I stepped up to the plate for her, Your Honor.
It ain't my baby, so I ain't stepping up to no plate.
So, Mr. Brown, you said it's not your...
Because I had a condom on, and look at her. She looked just like him. She a beautiful baby. She looked just like him, you know what I'm saying?
Judge Lauren asked if she was sure that this baby is one of theirs, and that's when this happened.
Yes, but I'm like more of 100% sure that it's Don's child.
Now she done got my head off thinking this might be, you know what I'm saying? I want her to get this test over with.
She got me up here confused, Your Honor.
Yeah, she got me confused too. And then when they get into it, you know what I'm saying? She write little things on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? And then when I hit her up, as soon as I get on the phone with her, I'll see her put something on Facebook and it be about me.
The moment of truth is here.
It has been determined by this court. Mr. Brown, you are not her father.
Oh! Hey,
okay, sit down, Mr. Brown. Your name rhymes with clown, but you're not gonna clown today. Just calm down. Mr. Henderson, you are her father.
Told you was her father from the beginning.
So was this hilarious or ridiculous?